Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Giselle and this is my first vlog ever. I'm so excited to be doing this. I've been on the bridge about whether or not I should film this, but I decided that this would be good for me to put out there because not only is it more motivation for me to stick to what I'm saying and see it through, but also I'm hoping to inspire and motivate any of you that are watching, really. You know, as you can tell by the title of this video, this is the beginning of my fitness journey. You know, I feel like usually when I see these videos on YouTube, it's people that have already gone through it. You know, you see the before and the after photos and you think, wow, they did it, I can do it too. But I never see videos of people like in the beginning when they're trying to find their mindset, or if they're struggling, or they're halfway through. Like, I don't see videos of that. It's usually like the before, this is what I did, eat like me, work out like me, all that stuff. So yeah, I really wanted to put this out there. I was hoping I could connect with any of you and let you know what I've been doing, to see if maybe it resonates with any of you, or if you have any suggestions for me. I welcome them all. But yes, so the whole reason why I decided to start a fitness journey is because, I've been through COVID, working from home. I gained a lot of weight, more weight than I've ever weighed in my entire life, really. I'm still at my highest weight range that I've ever been in my entire life. And you know what? Like, there's nothing wrong with your weight. What I would say is wrong is how you feel at that weight. For me, I was feeling tired all the time. I was feeling sluggish all the time. I found that I didn't have motivation to do things. My clothes weren't fitting me anymore, and sometimes I would go into these moods of sadness just because, and I knew something was just off. When you stop feeling like yourself is when you really, or at least in my opinion, right? When you stop feeling like yourself is really like a wake-up call, and it was for me. And I was thinking like, well, what's going on? Why do I feel like this? So I went to the doctor, I did some blood work thinking maybe something's wrong, and in fact it was really, doctor said you have high levels of this, you have high levels of that. You need to start taking care of yourself. You gotta lose weight, you gotta change your diet. And that's when I said, like, all right, like something needs to change. I ordered a scale, I weighed myself, and I was like, Jesus. Wow. And being at home wearing sweats all the time, you don't realize, I did notice that certain things weren't fitting the same, but it didn't cross my mind that that was my weight. So my starting weight before I started was 209 pounds. My average weight is usually anywhere between, the lowest I've ever been is 120, but keep in mind I'm 5'8", and so I'm pretty tall. But at 120, I was very lean, no muscle, just pretty much skin and bones. Not in a bad way, but just like very slim. I've always been a very slim body type. So then I kind of went up to about 150-ish. That was with a little muscle, working out a little bit. Then, even up to 160, 170 with muscle is okay, because then I have a full figure. So that's usually like a size 8 for me. Full figure is about a size 8. Right now I'm wearing a size 12. I wear double X a lot. In between large and double X. So yeah, when I trying to do these hauls for you guys has been really challenging, and it's really taken a toll on my self-esteem, because I order things in sizes that I'm used to ordering, and I'm finding that they don't fit, and I'm finding that I have to return everything, and you know, it's just a struggle. And I said, I need to change. I need to make a change for myself so that I'm happier, so that I feel better, so that I actually want to do things. You know, before I live on the second floor, walk up. Sometimes coming up the stairs, you know, that second flight of stairs, my heart would start racing, and I'd be out of breath, and you know, I knew something had to change. So I went on YouTube, I started looking at workouts, and I found I found an instructor, which I'm gonna link his page down below. His name is Mr. London, and I am obsessed with his YouTube videos because he focuses on women's fitness, and he's all about empowering us to be the best versions of ourselves. And I love that. I love that he focuses on women. You know, I've always found it weird when trainers train women and men the same, you know, because we have different body types, we have different goals, you know. So I've never been a fan of being in like a class where everyone does the same thing. So him focusing on women, he has all these short, quick, but intense, not intense as like that you can't do it, but intense, like specifically targeted areas videos. So the first one that I did was called Abs and Booty, because I saw that it was only like 20 minutes, and he was doing it with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend was like dying through the workout, and she was like, "Are we done?" at one point. And so that made me feel like I could relate to that, you know. So I did that video, and the workouts weren't you know, for someone that hasn't worked out in like 2 years, I was able to follow the video. Sometimes I had to pause to catch my breath, but I was able to do the entire thing without feeling winded or anything like that, you know. So right, but the next day I was sore. Next day I was so sore. So that made me want to continue. So when you look at his page, he has like little 2-week, sometimes 7-day workout plans for you that you can follow for specific things. So right now I just finished the 2-week muffin top challenge. Okay, I finished it, so round of applause to me. And I currently now weigh, I've been dieting for a week now, and when I say dieting, I don't mean like eating like the Mediterranean diet or something like that. I started at 209, then I started eating clean, and now I'm at 199. So I've lost 10 pounds, which is another reason why I wanted to make this video. I felt like the first 10 would be big for me, because I'm starting to actually shift and see a difference. I'm noticing that my clothes fit a lot more comfortable now. I'm noticing that I have a lot more energy as I do Mr. London's videos. I don't have to stop as much in between now. And I've really only started working out for 2 weeks. So that gives me just so much joy and motivation to keep going. And that's really why I wanted to make this video, because, you know, you see these like transformations online and you're like, oh my God, like that's so great. I don't know if I can do that. You can, you can, you can. And you know, I had a few days where I jump on the scale and the number was the same, and I was starting to lose hope. And the fact is, you need to keep pushing, because eventually you do plateau. I plateaued for a bit because I was stuck at the same weight. I was stuck at 201 for like ever, and the next thing I know, I weigh myself and I'm 199. So, and you know, that's not like a huge plateau, but it will happen, and it makes you feel like, well, I'm still eating clean, I'm working out, why am I not losing weight? You have to keep going. Do not stop. Do not let anything stop you. Okay? So that's what I've been doing. I will pick a challenge. I feel like challenges are a great way to stay motivated, because if you do like a 7-day challenge, if you do a 2-week challenge like I did, it doesn't just feel like, okay, I have to work out today, I have to work out today. It feels like, okay, one day off the list, 2 days off the list, 5 days off the list, you know. It makes you keep going. So I would say, you know, I'm gonna link his page check it out. He does have a video that's called the 5,000 steps challenge. Oh my god. You will burn at least 400 calories during that video if you do it straight through. That video is crazy, and all the moves are simple. You're standing up, you are literally just constantly moving is what it is, really. And I loved it, and by the end of the video I was like so if you want to try something out that isn't going to be high impact, or you know, if you don't want to do crunches or things like that yet, if you're just dipping your toes into something, I highly recommend that video. I think that video will really make you want to do more. So please check out his channel. I have a feeling you guys are gonna just find him motivating like I did. A lot of times that's the hardest part, is finding motivation or finding a trainer that makes you feel like you can actually do it, you know. And thankfully I found him online, you know, and he offers free workout programs, so you can dip your toes without feeling an obligation to paying for a gym, you know. I also downloaded an app called Fitness Pal, which, if you haven't heard of this app, it's basically a way for you to keep track of what you're eating. It's technically calorie counting, but not in a bad way, you know. So for this app to work for you, you have to be totally and absolutely brutally honest. Okay. So you basically put in your goal weight. You're gonna put in what you're looking to eat, so in terms of calories and all that, and then you just start documenting what you're eating. And it also has a barcode scanner, so let's say if you're eating like a single serving of yogurt, if it has a barcode, you can just scan the yogurt and that puts it in for you. I love that app because it helped me not only notice like the bad patterns that I was doing, but it also kept me in check, because as you're inputting things, it tells you how many calories you have left for the day. I tried to stay under the calorie count for the day so that I could be in a deficit. You don't start losing weight unless you're in a deficit. If you maintain all the calories that you're supposed to eat, you're gonna weigh the same. So the whole point is to be in a calorie deficit. That's usually why people work out, because that way you can consume and you'll still be in a deficit because you're working out. But yes, I will leave a link down in the description as well for the MyFitnessPal app. It's absolutely free too. They offer premium versions that are more targeted versions, but like, you don't really need that. All you really need is to just pay attention to what you're eating, scan it, enter it, and you can also add friends, so you can share your diary journals so that you can keep each other accountable, you know. So that's another thing that I really like doing with it. But yeah, I think that really made a difference for me, because I was able to realize, like, okay, I'm not drinking enough water, I gotta start drinking more water. I still don't drink enough water, but I'm drinking more water now than I did before. So that's something that I'm working on, you know. And I also noticed while on this fitness journey that dairy is terrible for my skin. It just makes me break out, it makes my face greasy. During the first like month, I pretty much cut out dairy. I was on oat milk, and I wasn't eating cheese, and my skin cleared out. I usually have these little bumps on my forehead that never go away, but they don't look like pimples, and those were gone when I cut dairy. And now that I slowly started introducing dairy back into my diet, they're back. So I think that's one thing that this fitness journey has helped me see, because I've had those little bumps on my forehead my entire life and I didn't know why, and now I do. It's because of dairy. So I'm gonna start scaling dairy back just to see if I can find like a balance, but if not, I might just let go of dairy unless it's for special occasions, or maybe like ice cream. We'll see. I'm also gonna insert some pictures of things that I've been eating just so I can show you guys. I made ratatouille for the first time in my life, and it was delicious. And I have to say I'm very proud of my ratatouille. And here's some oven roasted asparagus. I love roasting vegetables. Honestly, you can throw any vegetable you want in the oven and it'll just come out delicious, delicious, delicious. And also another thing that I've been doing is eating a lot of salad. Salad is such a great way to fill up without, you know, worry about eating carbs. My boyfriend and I, we call it the big ass salad diet because it's literally a gigantic salad with basically any vegetables that are on hand that I've roasted. So meal prepping for me is mainly shoving a bunch of vegetables in the oven, cooking them all for a few hours, and just throwing them all in the container. Oh, it's my mom. I'll call her later. Throwing them all in the container and just eating them throughout the week. So this picture that I'm inserting right now is just basically grilled chicken with, you know, whatever vegetables I had left. Another vegetable that I'm currently obsessed with are beets. I have to tell you guys, you buy some beets, you know, you chop off the part where the leaves pop out, you put a little bit of olive oil on it, wrap it up in some aluminum foil, pop those in the oven for about an hour and a half. When you take them out, the skin just peels off easily, so you don't have to worry about that. And they are so delicious. They get this like really nice, sweet, almost caramelized, like slightly earthy flavor. And you just cut those up in little cubes, toss them in your salad, and just like, delicious, delicious. And if you want to take that a step further, you can toss them in some balsamic glaze and just pop them back in the oven so they get a little crispy. And like, oh my god, you guys. But yes, that is another thing that I've been deep diving into, is just salads and how I can make them different. Honestly, I even throw sweet potatoes out, roasted sweet potatoes into salads now, because that helps satiate your hunger. Because that's the one thing with salad. If you think about salad, it's mainly leaves, and you know, leaves are really rich in water, so once that's through your system, you'll feel hungry again really soon. So that's one thing, is I try to find a carb. We've been really sticking to sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes have been the ride or die for us because it's nutritious, it keeps you full, and it keeps you away from things like rice and bread. But yeah, big ass salads is the way to go. Oh, another workout that I forgot to mention is, this one's gonna be a little funny, you guys. This workout is actually a little personal. Okay, so no judgment, okay? This is a no judgment zone. But yes, this next workout that I found is actually from another channel. It's called 4D. And they're another channel that offer quick little snippets of videos for target areas. But instead of it being a person, it's this little kind of like Sims cartoon that's showing you how to do the workout. But I found a double chin or like neck fat video with a facelift. It's a 20-minute video, but like this double chin area or like neck fat has always been a little sensitive topic with me, because I've always had a little bit of chubbiness like right here, but now that I've gained weight, it's like, it's really noticeable. Like you can pretty much see that I have a double chin. I'm sure you can see it now in the video. So doing that workout has really, like, you know, if you read people's comments, this is the only reason why I actually went forward and did this video, because people said that within 5 days, some people even said less, that they saw a huge difference in their face. And I was like, okay, I need to try this. And I have to tell you guys, it is crazy. Like my jaw muscles right here have definitely grown doing this workout, which is giving me that like square jaw look right here. And it's definitely helped with my double chin area here. Before, you could see like my double chin coming like all the way around. It would make my face look a lot more oval than it does right now. But doing these workouts, it's pretty much concentrated. Like the fat on the sides here is pretty much gone. All I really have left is this middle area right here, which I've always had anyway. So like, and I think eventually it'll disappear as I continue losing weight, but yeah, like if you guys are looking for something different, if you just want to have like a snatched jawline, I highly recommend doing that video. I'm gonna link it in the description, but it also gives your face like a really like kind of like filled in effect, you know, because there's a lot of exercises that require you to like stretch out your face, and if you guys do it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Or you can just skim through the video and look at the exercises so that you guys see. But yeah, that video for me has been a really big difference. And if you watched my previous video, I bought a gui sha, and I found a channel where this girl has like all these gui sha routines. I'm gonna link it down below. I'm definitely gonna start doing that. I haven't started gui shaing yet. I do have a rose quartz beauty bio roller that I'll use at night. I'm really trying to get into the habit of spending more time on me, on my skin. I've been a lot more consistent with skincare, so I've been a lot more consistent with like my serums and all that stuff, and I really have seen a difference. That clearance serum is no joke. It really did pretty much even out my whole skin tone, which I didn't even think was possible. Usually my forehead and like my mouth area were always darker than my cheeks, but this serum has really like, it's like a whole new face. So I now have to buy new foundation because the shades that I currently have are slightly darker, like my older foundations. So, but yeah, oh my god, I'm babbling. I'm sorry about that, but yes, I'm trying to think of what else I've done that's different. Oh, I'm taking vitamins now, which I think is huge. I think we don't really realize how much our bodies need additional help. You know, you're not going to get all your nutrition from your food, especially if you're not eating as healthy as you should be. And even if you are, you know, it's great to do some blood work at the doctor just to see like what you're missing or what you could be eating more of. I'm currently taking fish oil to get some omegas in there. I'm taking a vitamin D weekly because up north we don't get as much sun, so everyone is usually deficient in vitamin D up north. So I'm taking some vitamin D, taking vitamin C to make sure I don't get sick. I started taking biotin as well for hair, skin, and nails. And that's pretty much it, you know. So if you guys have any recommendations and things like that, let me know in the comments down below. If you're also on a fitness journey, let me know also, you know, let me know what you're doing for workouts, what you guys are eating, you know. If you haven't started yet, I hope this video kind of makes you want to take the plunge and just start checking out little things here and there. Or really, you know, if you're just looking to start self-care, you know, that's okay too. I'm also on a self-care journey, just trying to figure out what works for me, for my skin. I'm also trying to find a sustainable routine that I can actually stick to that will allow me to be consistent. So, or, you know, just for the fitness pal, you know, if there's anything that I would recommend you guys do, is definitely just download my fitness pal. It's absolutely free, and it'll let you realize what patterns you're committing that are probably not helping you or probably costing you a lot, you know. Like my boyfriend's friend came over the other day and he had a bag of Cheez-Its, you know, and we turned around the bag of Cheez-Its and it turns out that it was 150 calories and the bag contained 4 servings. He ate the whole bag. So really, he ate 600 calories worth of Cheez-Its in one sitting. And the bag wasn't even big, you guys. It was like small. It was like, you know, that standard Cheez-Its little baggie. So, you know, it's a lot. You know, once you start realizing what's in food and what you're putting into your body, you can't believe it. Like, I felt so betrayed by Cheez-Its because, you know, Cheez-Its was one of those things that I grew up eating. You know, so to see how bad it is for you, not to mention the sodium. I think it had like 210 milligrams of sodium per serving. So imagine that. Just imagine that for a second, how terrible that is. So that's another thing. We don't deprive ourselves, you know. We have chips, but we buy healthier chips, you know. So it's little, Nikita, it's little things like just making a change in what you're eating or where it's coming from, that make all the difference in the world. So again, if you guys want to share your tips with me, please do. I am open to anything and everything. And you know, I hope this video inspired you guys in some way or form. Let me know in the comments. I would love to have like a community where we all connect and chat about what works and what doesn't, and keep each other motivated, you know. Like, YouTube can be such a great community. We just have to really push to make it that way. So, you know, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one. And I hope I get to know you guys in the comments down below. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.